Alright, what's up guys? I have a rat bike here that I built a couple months ago. I don't know, I built in a few weeks or so. I don't remember how long it took, but it's been sitting in my garage and I had to rob a couple parts off of it, so right now it doesn't have a flywheel shroud and it doesn't have the coil, and there's a couple things that need to be fixed on it, like the throttle cable over here is broken, and looks like there's an oil leak. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but we got a couple things I gotta work on this dude. So we're gonna try to get this started, but I also want to do a couple upgrades and kind of come up with something else, so maybe I'll get to that in this video. Let's get into it. Alrighty, some tools. Get that dude. Then I'll go take my coil back off that dude. Let's get into it. Alright, so I got the flywheel shroud, got the coil. All I gotta do is put it all back on, hook it all up, and we'll see if this dude starts. Alright. There she go. So one thing that's important to note is that these coils have a specific direction that they're supposed to be installed, and the black part usually has writing on it that will show you which side is supposed to be put on. So let's see here. We got this one. This one says cylinder side or sill side. and then this one says this side out, and so that means that you'd put it like this, where the cylinder is here, and this side out. Pretty straightforward. Not too complicated, which is good for me. Oh. You always want to make sure you put these back on. These are little shrouds that help direct the airflow, pretty much. So, I don't know if they're supposed to be installed flat or if they're supposed to be installed at a right angle. I don't really know for certainty. If anybody out there does, please let me know, because I'd like to put it in correctly. Not get ahead of myself here. One cool trick that I found for installing these coils, you have to make sure that they're gapped properly between the coil and the flywheel. And a neat little trick that you can do is you can put a piece of like a business card, usually is about the right gap. I'm gonna have to go find one. Alright, I didn't find a business card, but I do have a piece of cardboard that's about the same thickness, you know, not very thick. But yeah, just gonna slip it underneath the coil and loosen this off. Make sure. Little tight. It should be okay. But it ain't knocking on anything and it ain't hanging up, so let's see, what was that? Yeah, it looks like we're good. Gonna clean that off. Looks good, looks good. Let's see. Alright. Alright guys, so I got the flywheel shroud back on, I got the coil hooked back up, I got the throttle all fixed, and I was originally just using it just like a thumb throttle, but that's been getting kind of tiring on my finger, on my thumb, so I came up with a little idea. This fits on here rather nicely. You just twist and press on it, and basically it's just like, I guess you could say, a mechanical thumb. But it works kind of nice, so all I gotta do is just figure out a way to get this thing to not just slide around all over the place. So I'm gonna get this fixed, and then I think we should be ready to see if this puppy will start. And we'll see if we can take it for a little ride around. And boom, there you go. So it's tied on there. Can't come off. I screwed it down. Drilled a slot so it can slide along that screw. Drilled the hole, tapped it, put the screw in. That works pretty good. Probably don't need all of that hanging out down there, but it looks kind of cool, so I'm going to keep it for now. Alright, well I'm going to roll this dude outside and we'll see what happens. Start. See how she runs. There you have it, guys. That's the rat bike. Got it started, got it running. Got it all tweaked out, runs pretty good, drives pretty good. A couple things more I need to adjust on it. This was a major upgrade that I was really happy about. Twist throttle, twist grip. Getting a lot better than having to press that thumb throttle. That was pretty nice. There she is. Runs pretty good. Gotta do something about a gasket for that exhaust. Keeps leaking. And yes, I know it needs rings, but that's kind of part of the rat bike thing. Kind of rat bike feel, you know what I mean? Alright, guys.